I'm sorry I didn't catch you up there. I was so shocked to see you on the stairs. I didn't think to grab you. No, Espoir. No, don't think about Strade grabbing you shirtless and holding you in his arms. No. I just weakly reach up just to grab some tibby. Strade, listen. Sweetheart, angel, booger face. People die when you stab them a whole bunch. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David. And today I want to play some more You Kill Me Every Time, Strade. Oh yeah, what happens if I get a soda? Does he instantly kill me if I ask for a soda? Is that like asking Bob Velsep for something vegan? Hey there. Welcome to Boys and Grills. What can I get started for you today? Sorry, do you have anything vegan? He pulls out a shotgun from behind the counter and pointed it at your face. You're gonna regret using that filthy word round me. You dirty grass muncher. Of course. Oh, he's so considerate. He grinned as he got up. I watched as he sauntered towards the bar. He's really gonna give me a soda? Wait, what? What did that say? Wait, is that weird to order a soda in Canada? He chuckled, seeming totally pleased with the situation. How's this soda? It's the best Dr. Pepper I've ever had. I don't think I've ever gotten a soft drink here before. It's pretty good. Pretty good, nondescript cola. And it all comes back to his being in his basement. I swear one day I'm gonna be playing a completely different visual novel, and I'm gonna black out, and like the Skyrim cart meme, I'm gonna wake up inside Strade's basement. The blindfold was finally lifted from my face. I'm back in the fluffing building again. Comfy? Yes. Is that so? You've been a little dishonest with me so far, haven't you? Oh no, he noticed. That's alright, though. I like that. Oh no, he likes that! Stop liking everything, you! You're like a puzzle. I'll find that honest picture. Anyway, now you're dry, so you won't freeze. I feel like I was drowning in my thoughts. 1,000 different things, but I couldn't make sense of any of them. Just dark water in my mind, pulling me under. Slowly going crazy because I don't know. I was just picking random things, and now my sanity's low. I couldn't stop thinking about him. His warm skin on mine. I shook my head. I'm obviously going crazy. Anybody would go crazy like this. Would he laugh at me for thinking about him still? Espoir in the game, don't do this. Don't do this to us. No, we can't be seduced. I bet he would. I groaned in frustration. I imagined him upstairs, sitting on a couch, microwaving leftovers, while he's got an entire person in his basement. Upstairs? Might as well be the moon. I'll never be up there with him. What do you mean, with him? Me? We don't want to be up there with him. What choices did I make? I was trying not to be flirty. I'm gonna die down here. I shook my head again, harder. None of this is helping. I let out a defeated sigh. I have to do something. I have to find a way out of here. It won't last much longer. I don't know if it's the reason, but when I got to the part where a cute little wren was hiding up on the steps, I didn't look at him. Do you know what this is? If I call it a hobby table, can we make crafts instead? I think I am accidentally being more jokey in this playthrough. I felt him slap the back of my head playfully. Well, it's a machine. That was pretty funny though, wasn't it, Strade? I made you corpse. And then you're gonna turn me into a corpse. Dang it. Alright, I guess he didn't like my jokes. So I'm in the basement. I struggle enough to get free of my restraints. What if I click on the stairs? What happens? I'm pretty sure nothing will happen. He locked the door, right? Right? I have to try to escape. I took my first step on the stairs and paused. I gulped, and evened out my breathing. I can do this. I carefully climbed the steps, gently, slowly. I doubt anyone could hear a creak through that door, but I moved carefully anyway. Soon, too soon, I met the heavy door. I saw a handle and a sliding lock. Why would it lock from the inside? I shook my head. That doesn't matter. I guess maybe to keep Ren out? I reached for the handle and twisted.
Oh, hi!
I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
Whoops. Panic and darkness closed my throat as I desperately tried to suck in a gulp of air. Did I break my neck? I bet I broke my neck. Oh, Schreiber! I know what that word means. Wait, why was he all shirtless with his dad bod all out? Hold on. Dang it, I can't screenshot that. Ugh. Never mind, editor me. Cut that out. I was trying to get a picture of his dad bod. I couldn't do it. Agony finally started to creep into my already overwhelmed senses. The hurried thumping down the stairs barely registered against my desperation. Sir. Screenshot. Finally, I was able to take in a breath. Oxygen carried the screaming message of every muted nerve to my brain. A broken wail escaped my body.
Ah!
Espoir, what were you up to?
I was trying to escape.
He studied my gasping, broken body, and I took another screenshot. Beep. I just weakly reach up just to grab some tibby. So you got loose, and you were thinking of escaping? Yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. I mean, he suddenly laughed. Do I amuse you? Well, yeah, I do, I guess. I really didn't expect that from you. Didn't you? You've been so soft and scared. But you have some surprising bravery, eh? I should have been more careful. You might have really gotten out. But look at you now. I didn't want to look. I can't look at myself unless he brings like a mirror to me. The pain was blinding. I didn't want to see. That's obviously broken. I glanced down and immediately lurched at the sight. Aside from the unnatural angle, I could also see what looked like my bone.
My bone!
Also, Strade's gut. I feel lightheaded. How's you feel? Broken anywhere else? Oh my god, I am in excruciating pain, I answered calmly. I winced as I bent my arms, testing them.
I don't think so.
It's just... I couldn't even seem to talk about my leg. Well, I can't leave you like that. My breath caught in my throat. What are you gonna do? What do you mean you can't leave me like that? The thought of him doing anything to me was too much. Need to set it, at least. Wrap it. He got up and left me twisted on the floor. I tried to make sense of the situation as I heard him rifle through drawers. Why isn't he hurting me? Why isn't he angry? And why would he even bother setting my bone? I froze. Setting my bone. He's gonna... What's he gonna do? My stomach flipped. I'm sorry I didn't catch you up there.
What?
I was so shocked to see you on the stairs. I didn't think to grab you. No, Espoir. No, don't think about Strade grabbing you shirtless and holding you in his arms. No, we don't do that here. Strade is our nemesis. Our nemesis. Even though I'm looking disrespectfully at his chest. Before you fell. You're sorry. You're sorry you stabbed me in the It's alright. It's alright, Strade. I'll let this go this one time. I'll let this slide. I replied to him, softly, quietly. Really? You must be in shock. Or maybe you're just very, very sweet.
Stop being cute!
Screenshot! I'm gonna fill up my gosh darn thing. It can only hold 100 pictures. Now, hold still.
Oh no. Ah! I screamed as his hands clamped around my broken leg. I finally noticed the look in his eye, the sweat on his forehead. My scream eventually faded, and all that was left was our panting. His fingers trailed around my mangled leg. My arm slid, and my head fell to the floor. The part of my mind warning me about his threatening touch was starting to fade.
Are you passing out, Espoir?
His fingers twitched over my skin.
Hey! Hey! I can't get excited.
The lightheaded feeling was coming back.
I better not wake up and have something in a place where I don't want it to be.
This time, I was thankful for it. I vaguely felt him wrapping my leg in something. I couldn't lift my head anymore. I let my consciousness and my pain slip away.
What if it's like, no, you can't film me?
No. He laughed as if I was joking with him.
I'm already filming. I just wanted to see if it bothered you.
I clenched my jaw in frustration. I still don't know where the camera is.
Don't worry. You won't even notice it.
Where is this camera?
See? Where is the camera, Strade?
So we're gonna have some fun times with power tools, the drill specifically, and he asks, he has the consideration and also the gall to ask, which hand am I? What if I go, I'm not telling you anything?
You usually tell me everything.
Shut up, you don't know me, Strade, you don't know me.
I thought we were closer to that.
Oh, the thing went down. Oh no.
Oh no, did I hurt your feelings? Oh dear. I'll just do your left then.
Well, let's have a chat with the baby boy. The baby boy who's a man. He's a grown man. He drinks beers and goes to bars. He's a man. He's not a boy. But I'm going to call him a boy. Because he's with a baby boy.
Why does he do this? I don't really know. He's told me a lot of stuff. Some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't. He says he can feel what other people are feeling. Bet he can't feel this broken leg. That when it's extreme, it's exciting. I don't think he's lying about that either. He usually tells the truth.
I see. Ren didn't say that last time.
Look, I can't help you much.
So you can help me some?
But...
The baby boy is helping me! I probably should have been paying attention to what choices I've been making, because I don't know how I got here.
He suddenly crouched down to the floor. Sometimes he takes me back down here and leaves me. So I hid these.
Ooh. Ooh.
He lifted up the grate on the drain in the middle of the floor.
Ooh.
Then he withdrew a tiny pill bottle. Painkillers.
Screenshot.
He approached me with the pill on his finger. Then he lifted it to my mouth. I couldn't help but notice the large, curved claw on his fingertip. What if he's lying? I would trust him with my life. I shook my head internally. None of that matters. I leaned forward, and he pushed the pill between my lips. It was difficult to swallow with my dry mouth, but I eventually managed. Can I have a few more of those, please? He put the bottle and the grate back. If you're alone, you can get it with your feet. It's not easy, but it's not like you'll have anything else to do. I got one really bad leg. And one last thing. The night footage gets deleted automatically after a couple of days. He won't find out if you don't give him a reason to check. So don't give him a reason to check.
Okay, baby boy. I may be dumb and accidentally give him a reason to check, but don't worry. I'll save my game and it'll all work out. Anyway, I have to go. I've pushed this too far already. Thank you! Stay alive, Espoir. As long as you can. I really have to go now. Don't worry, in one of these endings, I'm sure we're gonna become collar buddies again. I really don't know what to do at this point, but what if I try to reason with Strade? You don't really need to do anything to me today. I'm already beat up from yesterday, and if you do anything else, I might die. Yeah, that wouldn't be any fun, right?
You are adorable.
I try to be.
But I can't stop now. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do to you all night. Now, come on.
I don't wanna. Can I reach the thing? Oh yeah, I did. I just got my fingies cut off. I looked at the drain on the floor. I stretched my foot out and tried to push the grate off. Ooh. It took several tries, but eventually I was able to push the grate aside. I tried to dip my toes inside the drain, but nothing stuck out enough for me to grab it. How did Ren ever get that bottle out of there? Well, he's got little claws on his little toesies. I huffed in annoyance and let myself slump forward in defeat. I don't know what I expected to do with my arms tied like this anyway. Oh yeah, alright. I pushed the grate back over the top of the drain. I guess rest is my only option. I leaned back and closed my eyes. I don't have to wait long for the void to pour me under again.
I'm a bit sad to say it, but I think our time together is ending.
Ah! A chill traveled down my spine. Strade, wait, hold on a second, just a second. You want to torture me, right? I could do that. I can bleed and scream, whatever you want. I'll be the best guest you ever had. Just tell me what you want and I'll...
Espoir, I know. You've been so good at telling me everything. It's just not enough.
You're dumping me? This relationship is over. Ow.
I need more than that.
But, wait,
You were so much fun, but, well, I want to be honest with you. I've gotten a little bored.
My mind was screaming. How dare you call me boring? Wait, does this mean you're gonna thing when you put a hole in my neck and... Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Calling me boring. That's the cut that hurts the most. Oh no, I think this is a different dream sequence. I don't know what I did to get this. I gasped and sat up. As my eyes adjusted slowly, I took in the soft waves of snow. It fell around me in thick, warm clumps.
Are you listening?
Of course, none of that was real. Silence and snow surrounded me, softly caressing me.
Why won't you listen?
I looked for the voice. I am listening. No wind or muted snowfall penetrated my cloak. I'm happy here. I'm safe here. Is this before or after I burned down Mason's cabin?
You are not here.
The voice. Whomst? I screamed at the voice. Eh? I screamed again. Why couldn't I hear myself?
I will listen for you, and you will scream for me. I love you so much.
Listen, take me to dinner first, mysterious green voice.
You can be good if I untie you, right?
I immediately nodded in response. Now when I got this knife here and I hit all you zip ties.
Good.
He stepped behind me and grabbed one of my bound arms.
The tape is barely on there.
I felt him pull it off my wrists.
What have you been up to?
Attack him! I knew I was out of options. It's go time, Leroy Jenkins. This is gonna end up with me dying again, isn't it? I reached beneath myself to grab the knife. I braced myself against the pole and tried to get to my feet as soon as possible, but my injured body couldn't move fast enough. Oh yeah, this is right after the drill bit. Get it? See what I did there? Drill. Bit.
Oh, bro.
He kicked my legs out from under me, and I crashed back to the ground. The knife flew from my hand and skittered across the basement floor. Hey, you gotta give me an A for effort at least. A fresh wave of pain exploded from my injuries. I groaned and slid my hands across the floor, trying to get them beneath my shoulders. Ah! Hey, you're not gonna stomp me again, are you? Oh wait, no, last time you let me go. Is he gonna let me go? A boot pushed underneath my chest and pried my body upwards, flipping me over onto my back. Hey, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
I can't let you make any moves like that, buddy.
His boot returned to my chest and pushed down.
I'm a little surprised to see you trying to fight back, but I understand. You just want to live.
His weight shifted, and the air was forced from my lungs.
And I admire it.
His foot lifted just enough for a bit of air to make it into my body. Then it slammed back down. Strade, I don't know if you know this, but, you're kind of a butthole.
But I can't let you get away with it.
Oh no, he let me get away with it last time, but now he's not gonna let me get away with it. He stomped on my chest, much harder than before.
You understand, right?
No, I don't. I could only writhe under him, completely unable to breathe. His foot left my chest, but the wind was still knocked out of me. He looked at me for a moment. Ah! Then placed his boot over my neck. Oh, come on. You're gonna mess up your boot. You're never gonna get the blood out. People are gonna see the blood on your boots. They're like, oh, you work in hardware? Why is there so much blood on your boot then, huh? You're outing yourself, Strade. You're gonna have to go back to Foot Locker. I struggled to get free, but the pressure was impossible to shake.
It was fun, though.
What? Panic and adrenaline drove my limbs, clawing at his leg. His boot kept pressing down, crushing my trachea. Not my trachea. Ugh. I fought with all of the desperation of a doomed animal in a wire trap. My arms fell to the floor, muscles completely bereft of oxygen to drive them. My mouth stayed open in a silent scream. The last thing I felt was the crunch of my broken neck. He left you breathless. You're mocking me, death screens. Oh, well, at least you get a little coin thingy every time you die. Just don't look at how many coin thingies I have right now. So I remember that there's a part where you can cut yourself a lot and bleed out, so I know that's an ending, so we can get that at least. If he gives me the knife, I could have a chance. No, we're not making it out of the basement with this one.
All right, let's see what you can do.
He got up and moved behind me. I stiffened as I felt his knife slip between my wrists, but he only sliced through the tape.
Show me.
He flipped the knife in his hand and held the handle out to me. I took it slowly. My mind was racing. My hands are free. I have the knife. No, we're not gonna do it this time.
Cut yourself. Any way you like.
Wait, I already did this before, but why is it different now? I stabbed myself a little bit, and then I was like, alright, I gotta stop. I gotta tag you back in, but now he's stabbing me even more. Now he's just stabbing my legs like a crazy person. I don't know what I did I don't know what I did for it to be different than what I did in my first video. He kept pulling the knife out, slowly, agonizing me. My HP is gone. I was too weak to move, but my heart was racing. Something was wrong. I could feel it. What happened?
What's wrong?
I tried to move my fingers. They felt cold. Well, I did choose to not drink any beer. Was it the beer? After managing a slight twitch, I couldn't move even my smallest finger anymore. I can't move. I felt something dull and far away, like panic, but muted.
Espoir?
Oh, he looks so concerned. I felt his hands lift and cradled my face.
I'm dying, dude. Lay off me. Leave me alone. Let me go. Answer me.
My lips no longer answered the commands of my mind. Strade, listen. Sweetheart, angel. Booger face. People die when you stab them a whole bunch. Not even my eyelids obeyed.
Are you passing out? Hey!
He shook my face.
Ugh, not again.
My mind was screaming, what do you mean again? What do you mean again? If it turns out that you're doing some gosh darn, time travel, fourth wall breaking shenanigans, I will be very peeved and also impressed. A sense like fear crept through my body, expanding like a dark flower. But it wasn't fear. It was like nothing I've ever felt. What? It was a bit like falling, only there wasn't any direction. It was as though nothing surrounded me, not even darkness. A void, an absence I had no context for. Metal? It consumed me. What? What is happening now? Can I just die in peace? You died. Your life bled out. Well, alright. Fine, I wanted that ending anyway. Did I get that ending because I didn't drink any beers in the beginning? Wowie. The branches are branching. Alright, so I struggled enough to get out of my restraints. I'm wandering around. I got the knife. Why is this lit up? I flipped the knife over in my hand as I started thinking. If I stay down here, he's bound to come back down eventually. Oh yeah, we gotta wait behind the door and get him? I don't think that's gonna work. I have to catch him off guard. But it could take hours, maybe longer. I can't just stand here. I can't fall asleep either. Yeah. A terrifying idea surfaced in my mind. What if I call him? Oh! I tilted the knife, studying my dark reflection. I don't think this is gonna work. What would make him come down? I tried to remember anything useful from our session. He kept getting excited when I was in pain. That's it. I know what to do. Do you? 'Cause I don't. I think this is a great plan, me. It's not gonna work, though. I found a spot out of view from the staircase to wait. I took a deep breath and recited my lines in my head. Okay. I wiped the sweat off my hands and gripped the handle of the blade. It's now or never. It hurts! Strade! I laced my voice with as much fear and panic as I could. Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. It wasn't exactly hard. Thumps upstairs became a sliding deadlock and the creak of a heavy door. I would be so surprised if this works. I don't think it will, though. Yes! He came bounding down the stairs. I tried to prepare myself, pushing down my lack of confidence. He turned the corner and... Wait, did we get him? Did we get him? It's not first blood, but it's like 20th blood. Yeah! Stab you right in your tibby. Screenshot. My aim was true, but my thrust was halted by his grip. Aw, man! It was suddenly my muscle against his. Dang it, I don't think I have enough determination to beat him in arm wrestling. I put every ounce of my desperation, my will to survive behind my knife, but the element of surprise was gone, and my condition limited my strength. Oh yeah. You're lucky I was handicapped, Strade. Ooh, I would have messed you up. You would have been mismatched and detached. Ew. One pivot, one slip, and I was slammed against the wall. The wind was knocked out of me. Time seemed to slow as I was stunned. The knife was wrestled from my grip. The potential of my reality flipped. Dang it! For a single, endless moment, my ground crumbled. My sky fell. Ah! Ooh! And then the knife was plunged into my back. Oh, goody! Oh, goody! It's that one ending. Strade gave your knife back. It left and stabbed me twice more before finally being tossed to the floor.
Oh no.
His body pressed against mine. I tried to move, breathe, gasp, but I couldn't. His hands crept onto my body and clung to my sides. The pressure in his body was smothering me. I tried again and again to take a single breath. We ain't breathing nothing, me. Our HP and our MP are depleted. The bristles of his stubble pressed against my face. Why you gotta talk about the bristles of his stubble? Come on now. He closed in all around me, suffocating. I lurched with a cough, spilling blood from my mouth. Oh, that's why I can't breathe.
I never thought you'd try something like this. Espoir.
He held me tightly. I couldn't do anything to shake him away now. I could feel his heart beating faster and faster, as mine slowed down, and finally stopped. Oh, was he just caressing me nicely? You stabbed in the back. I like the ending Strade gave your knife back. Alright, well, fine. That's another ending. I wanted that. Okay, so before I got the ending, you loved Strade too much, but is there a way I can get Strade loved you too much? So I've been nice, I've been flirty, and I've been crying and begging and screaming because apparently he likes that. So, I don't know. Please don't cut my little leggy poos. I couldn't help it. The shock of pain brought the telltale heat to my eyes. I felt tears drip down my face, along with the blood on my leg. Did his hand on my face just tremble? Screenshot. Oh, he liked that. He loved that. He shifted his weight, seeming to renew his excitement. His hand finally left my face as he steadied himself. He moved the knife edge against my skin next to the original cut. Ow! Or, what if I try my first plan and, get real buddy-buddy with him, and then stab him? What if I betray his trust? Yes! I could stab him. Or I could keep this going. I could moan softly, like... As soon as he ran the warm towel over my skin, I melted. His hand froze in place.
What was that?
That was a distraction. My mind went blank. Did I just... Out loud? Don't worry, me, don't worry. Don't feel too ashamed. It's alright, we're gonna stab him.
You like this?
Yeah, sure. I totally love this. This is great. I felt my face getting hotter and hotter. Just get a little closer. Come here. It's safe. I've been flirty this whole time. Come on, it's safe. I don't know. It just felt nice.
So, you want more?
I didn't say that. He dragged the blood-soaked towel down my face and neck.
I think you did.
He tossed the paper towel and firmly palmed my chest. Maybe it's stabbing time. It might be stabbing time. Oh, he can get closer. I know he can get closer. The quick and rough movement made me gasp in surprise.
Sometimes sounds say a lot more than words.
I felt like loose wires were sparking in my brain. What the heck is going on? Stab? Time for stab? Hold. His hands were so rough and warm. Even with my body hurting so much, it began to feel confusing.
Can't do much with you on the pipe like that, but you were so good for me before.
Oh, he's closer. I think it's stabbing time. I think it's Happy Meal Mick stabbing time. He shuffled closer to me and closed the gap between our bodies. His hand slid down my body slowly. He wasn't rough, but he certainly wasn't gentle either. Can he get closer, or is this close enough? As his hand moved lower, I started to breathe faster and save my game, 'cause it's almost
It's almost stabbing time.
What are you doing? I gulped, embarrassed of the waver in my voice.
I can feel your heart pounding.
Yeah, that's why my heart's pounding. Tee. His fingers dipped inside the top of my underwear. I jerked reflexively. Stabbing time?
Shy?
What do you mean? Ah! His hand was suddenly firmly between my legs, cupping my sensitive flesh.
Oh yeah, it's stabbing time. Stab!
I watched him while moving my wrists carefully. I concentrated on moving as little as possible as I slipped one hand from the tape.
Squirming?
I gulped as my thoughts raced. I moved my body against his, playing into his assumption. As my fingers crept towards the hilt of the knife, I could feel his breath. Part of me didn't want to do it.
That part of you was stupid. That part of you didn't stay focused.
My will to survive had to stomp down my growing feelings of
no.
I mentally shook myself.
I mean, he is kinda... I'll totally admit, he's pretty hot. But he's a butt and he's my nemesis, so he has to die!
Alright, Nevins. Time to die.
Or at least get stabbed a little bit. I don't know if we'll be able to kill him. My hand closed around the handle.
No! Did we get him?
Everything seemed to slow down for a moment.
Ooh, that's a good... Ooh, up. Screenshot. Be hilarious if that was the one that says, your screenshot thing's too full, you can't take this picture of your victory.
Everything seemed to slow down for a moment.
Yeah, you thought you were gonna get the nookie, but instead you got a knife in your necky.
There was no scream, only silence between us as my finger slid away from the hilt.
Achievement unlocked. Neck. You know what? What that achievement should be called? It should be called heck, because that's what I say when he just pulls the knife out. You got me.
His voice had a gurgling croak to it.
Don't tell me you're still alive. Don't tell me that doesn't kill you. Now, it's my turn. What?
The reality of the situation crashed over me like icy water.
I feel like Austin Powers in that one movie saying, "Why won't you die?
Why won't you die?"
The reality of the situation crashed over me like icy water. I scrambled backwards, my newly freed hand slipping over the basement floor. Ah! The knife lashed forward and sank into the meat of my leg. I screamed as he pulled me back towards him. I tried to fight back as my limbs were frozen in fear, but his assault was as solid as a machine.
Dang it! Dang it! He's got me 27-0. Just give me one. Did you knock over your... Why is your detector all broken like that? That's a hazard. That's a violation. You can't have that.
He slammed the blade of the knife into my chest. The force knocked the wind from me.
Aw, man!
I laid motionless under him as he pulled the knife out of my chest. His own blood poured from his wound and onto mine.
Ew, 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 ew. I like you so much. Want to play with you forever. Ah, come on!
He coughed and raised the bloody point to my face. His other hand clamped over my face, smearing both of our blood. I couldn't scream. I couldn't shake him off.
Yeah, well, I could call him a butthole.
The tip approached my eye, shaking.
Hey, you know the rules, Strade. Nobody messes with the oculars.
And sank right in. My body arched, and my mouth opened wide for a scream that couldn't form. The metal edge scraped my eye socket and messily carved out the pulpy mass that used to be my eye. If there's one thing I don't like, it's dudes messing with my eyeballs. That's I got sensitive eyes. I can't even get eye drops without getting squeamish. Was he laughing or coughing? The real question is this a win? Is this a win? Did I get him? First I heard the knife clatter to the ground. Then his weight collapsed onto me. I couldn't breathe. A wet hand slid across the mess on the floor to cup my face. Aww. I could feel his face against my other cheek, moving. If you give me a little smooch as we're both dying, I might get a little bit, I might feel a little bit something in my heart. Trying to talk, but nothing came out. Aww. Hey, what do you mean an eye for an eye? I didn't attack his eyes. I just stabbed him in the neck. Was he going to confess his undying love for me? But, well, yeah. Fine, this is a draw. It's a draw, everybody. I got him, he got me. Fine. Now, I'm being really nice. I'm being really friendly. I'm being real sociable with him. What's the odd project?
Oh, yeah, sure. Mostly hobbies, projects, machines. Although, I also repair things for my neighbors. You can always come to me if you need a lawnmower fixed. And I suppose I'm lucky, too. I managed to secure a few patents that are still paying royalties.
I'm gonna beat you up, and then I'm gonna take your money. So one thing I haven't done, when we hear, I guess Strade talking to Ren, up when we're all tied up in the first night, what if we scream for help to the other voice? Hey! Help me! He's crazy, he's gonna kill me! Please! The voices stopped for a moment. They heard me. They started talking again. My hope died as quickly as it arrived. Dang it! Whoever he's talking to, I don't think they're going to help me. There's no point in fighting it anymore. If I sleep, maybe I'll have enough energy to try and escape tomorrow. He might make a mistake, and I'll need to act fast. I have to. I gotta steal his money and eat his sandwiches. So after we had a lovely time of stabbing the F out of my leggy poos...
Do you want me to stitch you up?
No. Please don't.
No? Are you scared of it hurting? Scared of the needle?
Actually, I'm more scared of eye drops than a needle. I can take a needle. Just start sobbing. I couldn't hold it anymore. I broke down. My sanity went up because I started sobbing. Crying is actually very healthy for you. What's the difference anyway? Does it matter what I say?
Feeling a bit, overwhelmed?
He's getting all blushy. He's loving it.
I am too.
His breath hitched a little as he spoke.
Let's fix you up then.
He turned to gather a medical kit and bottle from the cabinets behind him. He sat down and placed the objects on the ground. As he picked through it, I was a bit surprised to see how clean everything looked. I'm wondering, did Strade go to medical school or something? He's oddly good at the stitching. Individually wrapped sterile supplies looked so out of place in his bloody fingers. He tore a tiny packet and pulled out a curved needle. Anxious energy flowed through me like a wave. Okay, maybe I'm a teensy bit unsettled by needles. I finally lowered my gaze and held in a gasp. They're perfect. The length of the cut strings, the distance between stitches. Something about the unwavering uniformity made me uneasy. Why is he so good at this? He was panting and sweating.
What do you think, mein Liebenchen?
Of my stab wounds? Pretty gnarly. I can't say I feel great about them. He let out a genuine laugh.
Ah, I can see that. Still, we got them looking pretty good, eh?
I refused to dignify that with an answer.
Anyway, we still have one more thing to do.
I balked at the idea of any more torture.
Need to clean you up.
What do you mean, clean me up?
This will sting a bit.
I sucked in a breath. prepared for the worst. Yet he moved fairly gently. He rubbed the wipe over my leg, carefully cleaning the blood. Oh, okay, he doesn't just dump it. Yet.
This will sting a lot.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
Should be nice and clean now.
Is there a baby on the steps? There's a baby on the steps. There's a baby on the... Aw. What was that? Hey! Come back! Help me! Just as hopelessness closed in on me again, I heard thumping upstairs. Moo! The door opened, and heavy footsteps descended. Oh, wait. Oh,
What's that away, Mr. Strade? Hachi machi.
Sir.
I am looking so very disrespectfully right now.
Screenshot.
Hey, buddy.
Don't call me buddy, pal. I recoiled against the pole. Not him. Not looking like that.
I heard you calling. Was someone down here?
Tell the truth, tell a lie, save your game. Oh, I don't want to rat little Ren out. Lie. No, I'm not gonna endanger the baby boy. I was calling for you.
For me? Well, what do you need?
I might need some cuddles, sir. No, I can't. I'm hungry, I'm cold, I saw a spider. Please just tell me what you want from me. I saw a spider. He immediately burst out laughing.
You saw a spider?
It was a big spider.
Yes, spiders do sometimes live in basements.
I shifted nervously, hoping he would take my fear as embarrassment. It scared me. It was a big spider.
It did, eh?
He scanned the room briefly.
Well, no sign of a scary spider now.
That's because it's hiding. I tried my best to look relieved, offering a shaky smile.
You're very easy to scare. That's no problem. But you should try to forget about spiders for now. You need to rest. Big day tomorrow.
I pressed myself against the pole. He flashed me a grin before he left. He climbed back up the stairs, and I weathered a new wave of fear. I wonder if something different would have happened if I grabbed the knife. I suppose it could have been worse. Yet we didn't get the baby boy in trouble. I closed my eyes and tried to will myself to calm down. Eventually, my body let go of its tension. But as I fell asleep, an echo of shining eyes played in my mind. Okay, whew. For a second, I was worried that some big shiny eyes was going to appear on the screen. I'd be scared. I blinked and strained to see in the darkness. Slowly, I began to make out a shape. It moved with me. Who am I? That's what I'd like to know. I fearlessly reached out and touched the moving shape. My fingers met soft, familiar flesh. Oh, it's me. Wait. Is the green text actually me from the future? It's me. Despite everything, it's still me. Is it me? It was my skin. I could feel it. I could tell by the electricity inside it. That's me. I moved, and my reflection moved with me. Are you sure? My fingertips halted, gently pressing against my own. I tried to focus on the details. What do I look like? What am I supposed to look like? Who is this? It's me. Filled with sudden revulsion, I pulled back, but I did not. The thing in the mirror not moving along with you is scary. I reached for my throat as I stumbled backwards. I love you so much. Something was shaking me.
Better not be a biscuit. I specifically asked for someone who was not a biscuit.
He suddenly pulled something from his pocket, causing me to flinch slightly.
I have something for you.
A granola bar?
I think he said it kind of tastes whack. I realize I've been forgetting to feed you.
Oh yeah, and I didn't steal your sandwich.
I can't have you passing out from hunger, of all reasons. You need your energy.
He unwrapped the bar and held it up to my face.
And then I go, ow! Just eat it in one bite and take half of his hand along with it. He'd probably love that.
I immediately went for the bar and took a huge bite. I didn't care how I looked anymore. I was hungry. I didn't even steal your sandwich. I was hungry. I barely chewed the first bite before going in for another. I half expected him to tear the bar away, to trick me somehow. But he held it steady as I ravenously wolfed it down.
Hungry, eh?
Thank you, Sugar Plum. I leaned forward slightly as I spoke. After all the pain yesterday, it just felt nice.
You're so sweet. Uh-oh. And you're very welcome, of course.
He chewed his lip for a moment, as if he was wrestling with some concept in his head. The concept to let me go? Uh-oh. I flinched as he suddenly moved again. He dropped to his knees, straddling my legs. Uh-oh.
I
froze. What is happening? First, he extended a hand to caress the side of my face. Then he leaned in so close that I could feel his breath on the other side of my neck. I shivered as he pressed his nose and mouth to my skin and sucked in a deep breath.
Can't get enough of you.
So you should totally let me go, right? His mumbling voice was so close to my neck. My hairs stood up. A surprised half yelp escaped me at the unexpected feeling of his tongue. He licked along my collarbone slowly. I was too shocked to react. The sense of internal alarm I had cultivated throughout my time with him was blaring. This was too close. He's too... Dang it, me without my knife! Oh, if only I had my knife! I gasped as his neck clamped down on the base of my neck. Ow! At first it seemed playful, but he kept biting harder. I squirmed and tried to push him away. He responded by shoving his body against me and breaking skin. Ow! No bite! I cried out, wordlessly, knowing by now that begging wouldn't get me anywhere. A sound came out of him that was more like a growl than anything human. My struggling became more desperate. I was sure he was going to tear my throat out. Ah! But he finally relented and let go, as a few drops of blood trickled down my chest.
I want to hear more.
I'd seen him like this before, and I knew where it was heading. Slow down! Please, I was cut off by surprise of him suddenly moving again. He backed off just enough to push my legs out of the way. I winced in discomfort. Ow! The position was awkward and put a lot of strain on my wrists, still bound to the pole. Ow! My little wrist! You're gonna give me carpal tunnel that way! Once again, my attention was caught by the gleam of the knife. He slashed through my underwear. My Sonic the Hedgehog undies! Something calmer in my mind told me to stop struggling and let him do what he wants. Editor me in the future. Editor Espoir. I think this part's gonna need to go on my adult Patreon. Link in description. What's about to happen, probably is gonna be real pretty. So, yeah, you get the scissors out. Me, in the future, editing this video right now.
1 hour later.
I want you to scream!
2 hours later.
Editor me. I know you put that sound effect in there. I know you did.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Well, he loved you too much. Well, golly, I don't know what's worse, when he loves you or when he hates you. Alright, the kid gloves are off. I've released myself. I've taken the knife. I've eaten the sandwich. I'm going up these stairs. Well, no time like the present. I can't wait around. I need to take the fight to him. Yeah, I wasn't strong enough last time, but now I'm strong enough to, for this to not end in a draw. I took my first step on the stairs and paused. I gulped and evened out my breathing. I can do this. Shake out your hands. Don't knock your headphones off. I carefully climbed up the stairs. Gently. Slowly. Menacingly. I doubt anyone could hear a crack through that door, but I moved carefully anyway. Soon, too soon, I met the heavy door. I saw a handle and a sliding lock. Why would it lock from the inside? I shook my head. That doesn't matter. I reached for the handle and twisted. Ah! Wait. Ah! Dang it.
Espoir? What were you up to?
I instinctively searched for the knife. It was on the floor, uselessly out of reach.
Ah.
With a pang of terror, I realized he saw the knife too.
So you got loose and you were thinking to come and get me upstairs.
He suddenly laughed. I figured he'd think that was endearing, like, yeah, I was gonna get you.
I really didn't expect that from you. You've been so soft and gentle, like a little rabbit. But you've got surprising fangs too, eh? I should have been more careful. You really might have killed me.
I don't know. Could I have?
But look at you now.
I didn't want to look. The pain was blinding. I didn't want to see.
That's obviously broken.
I glanced down and immediately lurched at the sight. Ooh. Aside from the unnatural angle, I could also see what looked like my bone. Not my bone. I felt lightheaded.
How do you feel? Broken anywhere else?
I could barely understand what he was saying. I don't know. Why does he like that? That's what this game should be called. Why does that make him happy? I could barely get words out between the tears and gasps of pain.
Ah, stop. You're gonna make me.
Gonna make you what? Gonna make you what? He took a few deep, shaky breaths. You getting excited? You're looking at my mangled leg and getting excited? The bizarre display actually took my mind off the pain a little.
Anyway... Well, I can't leave you like that.
My breath caught in my throat. The thought of him doing anything to me was too much.
Need to set it at least. Wrap it.
He got up and left me twisted on the floor. I tried to make sense of the situation as I heard him rifle through drawers. Why isn't he hurting me? Why isn't he angry? I was going to get him. Why would he even bother setting my bone? I froze. Setting my bone. He's gonna... My stomach flipped. Wait, can we talk about this?
I'm sorry I didn't catch you up there.
What?
I was so shocked to see you on the stairs. I didn't think to grab you. Before you fell.
Don't worry, Strade, it's cool. It's cool. I replied to him, softly, quietly.
Really? You must be in shock. Or maybe you're just very, very sweet. Now hold still.
Ah! I screamed as his hands clamped around my broken leg. I finally noticed the look in his eye, the sweat on his forehead. Ah! Owie! Gosh, that's smarts. So once again, we're having some fun time with the drill, and I'm right-handed. He doesn't need to know that. I'm saying I'm left-handed would be a lie. I already saw what happened, so I said I'm not telling you anything. What if I say, I don't know, I'm kind of panicking right now. I couldn't think properly. Tears pricked the corners of my eyes. He laughed, wholeheartedly.
You forgot which hand you use? You're so funny.
He took a moment to settle himself.
Okay, I'll just pick for you. Don't worry.
He grabbed my arm. He wasn't waiting anymore. Panic exploded to the front of my mind. Then he pushed the cold, blunt tip into my skin with bruising force. Ow! Just stabbed me with the bit.
Get ready.
Get ready for what?
I know it hurts. There's a bright side to the drill, though. Small holes. You won't need any stitches.
I had no walls or reservations left. I broke down and started sobbing. His rough thumb smeared the mix of blood and tears over my cheek.
Why is he getting so excited? That's good. Let it out.
He seemed to be examining my leg, though pain seized most of my attention.
Maybe just a bandage, I think. You're not looking so good. Your knee is swelling a lot.
Yeah, 'cause you drilled a hole in it, and it really hurts. I choked out half a sob.
Is that so? It does look very sensitive.
Ah, don't touch it! I recoiled as he approached me and crouched down. Please, don't. He ignored my protests and slid his hand over my knee. Ow!
Still...
The pain blossomed like a flame, even though his touch was feather light.
You're doing quite well.
Hey, Strade, whatever are you going to do with that buzzsaw and my hand? Ha! Hey, buddy. Oh, no.
Good morning, beautiful.
Call me beautiful. Wait, no, we must stay focused. I flinched away from him. I caught my weight with my good hand on the ground. You... Oh, wait. What? You untied me?
That's right. I wanted to have a chat with you.
Wait, what? I gulped and tried to wake my brain up to prepare myself for the inevitable torture. Outwardly, I simply nodded at him.
Well, the truth is I was planning to kill you today.
Oh, thanks for telling me. I stayed perfectly still as I ran his words through my mind. Was?
Well, I'm a very curious person. I have to know how people work. I am obsessed. And I've pulled quite a few people apart, trying to find out exactly how they work. I usually find out. People can be so simple. But you are not simple. I thought you were pretty serious at first, but then you made me laugh. That told me there was more to you. Something a bit more complicated. On top of that, you were so afraid and gentle. Until you tried to attack me. That was such a surprise. I was so excited. I love many complicated things about you. So, you understand? I can't kill you yet.
Oh, goody.
I want to keep you around.
I could hardly understand what I was hearing. Oh no! Is this some kind of trick?
Anyway, having you on the floor down here won't work anymore. You need food, the bath. So, I have an offer for you.
I nodded again, slowly, trying not to show how desperate I was for the comfort he promised. If you're trying to turn this into an I quit match where I quit visual novels forever, I ain't gonna do it!
I've built another color. It's like Ren's. Ren is my other housemate. You will meet him soon. Maybe you will become friends.
Anime pizza parties with Ren. I tried to smile and nod encouragingly, but I'm sure my fear still showed all over my face. He laughed warmly. I was sure now that you could read my emotions like a book. Oh no! Screenshot. Then he picked up a thick metal collar. Hey boss, what you gonna do with that?
This collar will shock you and kill you if you try to leave the house. I will also shock you if you make any trouble. Do you understand?
Collar? I got a sweet new neck piece? And if I say no?
Then I'll kill you.
Alright.
Right now.
Crap. I knew that's what he was going to say. But it still felt like a cinder block pulling me under a river. I looked down at my broken body. I can't fight him anymore. And I can't just die. Okay. My voice wavered and cracked. I'll do it.
Good.
He reached out and clicked the collar closed around my neck.
Maybe you will learn to love it.
It felt heavy and cold. Actually, how am I supposed to sleep with that?
I look forward to our time together. For the rest of your life.
Or the rest of yours. Wait. Yay! I lived, but I belong to him now. And thank you so much to our Parterre channel member, Eve, Adam's wife.